Welcome back, and now we have with us in the studios Dr. Mahim Mendis, who is a National University academic and a civil society activist, joining us. Good evening, Dr. Mahim.
Good evening.
And so tell us today, so what is your position concerning the culture of communication in Sri Lanka?
That is a loaded question, I should say. What we know is that we have had a very dangerous culture of intimidation in the context of communication. Now, during the past few years, we have tried our best as academics and civil society activists to eliminate the fear psychosis relating to communication at all levels of society. Of course, our struggles as members of the Federation of University Teachers became very, very helpful to make our presence known, encouraging people, instilling confidence to speak out. Now, we have witnessed a change in the culture of communication to a great extent, especially after the 8th of January presidential elections. I'm not trying to give a character certificate to a political party, but we see that the people are more at ease in speaking out. Now, we see that in formal and informal situations of life, there is much we need to do to strengthen the capacities of people who have habitually underestimated themselves, not to speak out, in other words, to speak out, to strengthen their capacity for critical imagination, develop perspectives of their own, because we know that the primary and the secondary education system in this country had been extremely unhelpful in this process. Institutionally, we are involved in a process of strengthening capacity building of the people.
So in that context, what advice would you have for the corporate leaders in the context of the Sri Lankan communication?
Yes, corporates, large organizations need to take themselves seriously. Having been molded and socialized by the macro political culture and the culture of communication in the organizations outside, corporate sector also came to be known as more of a closed sector in communications. In other words, what do I mean by this? In a liberal economy, our organizations have not developed themselves in such a way that they encourage people to speak out. It is in the highest interest of stakeholders of large corporates that people be encouraged to speak out. Internal stakeholders be encouraged to speak out, as well as external stakeholders, shareholders, be encouraged to speak out. So, my position is that organizations should take very special care in ensuring that their members at all levels have the courage to speak out, because that helps in creative, innovative, original thinking on one hand, and to provide checks and balances. They should encourage people to brainstorm and be involved in participating in decision making through a dynamic communication process. And also, I advise corporate leaders to take English language seriously, because our people, whether it be the private sector or in the public sector, lag behind because of inadequate English language communication capacities. So, they should take that seriously, because they, the members of organizations, especially those in 20s, 30s age group and even the 40s age group, a lot of people have been victims of a poor education system that did not teach English. Corporates need to be locally and internationally competitive, hence the need for English communication skills.
Now, you are personally involved in an institutional initiative called the Rainbow Institute. And do you have any programs planned under this?
The Rainbow Institute of Communication in English is something that we, an organization that we committed to ensure that people of all age groups are empowered with regard to English communication skills and public speaking skills. On the 7th of July, we will have a major workshop at Galadari Hotel, a full-day workshop meant for corporates, the professional community, and those even people in higher education who know English but want to develop their capacity to speak out confidently, courageously, develop perspectives of their own. That is not going to do magic to people, but that will be a good starting point as an institutional initiative to instill confidence in people to develop perspectives of their own in the English language. So that's on the 7th of July. But from September 2015, we hope to have our regular batch again recruited, that is a 30-hour program in public speaking and communication skills for the professional community. That will be in September. These are some of the institutional initiatives that we are taking, and we hope the people of this country, especially those in corporates, will take this mission seriously. Speak out so that you can make your presence felt at all times and not sometimes.
Well, thank you, Dr. Mahim Mendis, for joining us this evening.
Thank you very much.